And hello and good evening and welcome to OKC Comets Baseball as OKC Comets is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeart Radio app. Thanks for staying up late with me. D. DeVolis here at Las Vegas Ballpark in Las Vegas, Nevada. Producer and engineer back in our Blue Hedgehog studio, our 1340 studios is Chloe Erickson, filling in for the YouTuber. It is game number 2 between the Comets and the Las Vegas Aviators, the AAA parent club of the A's. Aviators 26-26. Comets are 33-19. There's a starting pitch-up. Ryan Cusick and the machine.
From inside the booth at Iron Horse Stadium, action out of the AAA Pacific Coast League in this one. It's the Oklahoma City Comets and the Las Vegas Aviators.
And now,
First pitch coming your way next.
Ready to go for tonight's game.
Just about to get underway. And starting this one, Ryan Cusick. Here's a deeper look. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters
There's
this
the stats
season.
for
They're hitting
Cusick.
under 250 against it. It's not all about the strikeouts.
They call it 293 average, 8 homers, 18 RBIs.
Keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that.
First pitch of the evening is a ground ball with the first baseman. That'll be underway. The first pitch at 6:35.
Jordan Thompson.
I'll bring up Jordan Thompson, 350 average, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, batting right. Before we get started, currently 68 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing out the center field at 3 miles an hour. Freddie Ferguson, the home plate umpire. First base umpire is Joe McDonald. Second base umpire is Carl Dixon, and Eric Summerskill, the third base umpire. One away, just underway here in the top of the first. First pitch. It's called for strike.
The tall righty, he works with a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a two-seamer. Strike 2.
And strike 2 on a slider.
0-2.
Next pitch.
That one's too high. On a 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with a high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch.
The 1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2
The
count.
foul ball. Next pitch.
Ground ball,
There's
right
ground
side,
ball, that's
and
hitting foul.
just foul. Winds, kicks, here's the pitch.
Next pitch.
Swing
Swing and miss on a fine
Quick start this evening. 2 out
four-seam
in the top
fastball
of
for
the
strike
first.
3 for the second out to begin tonight's
So up
game.
next, David Bodie.
David Bodie is up.
And that one foul.
That is fouled away. 254 average, 7 homers, 16 RBIs, batting right. Next pitch.
No, that's
Outside. One.
Swing and a miss.
So we miss
Chases
down
that
low
one
for
in the
strike
dirt.
number 2. Next pitch.
The next pitch misses.
Inside ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. What a take with 2 strikes.
Nobody on. 2 away here in the top of the first.
Cuts
So
his
we're going to miss strike 3, and the Comets down in
Job
order.
out there as he gets a
We'll go to the
1,
bottom of
2,
the
3.
first with
End
no
of a half inning
score.
of play, no score. Welcome back. And on the mound in this
Emmett
one, Emmett
Sheehan.
Sheehan. We see it a little more often these days, but still a strikeout per
Ninth
inning
start,
type of guy
2-3
on the mound.
record, 47
That
innings pitched,
swing and miss stuff can
1.91
be
ERA.
really helpful in a big spot.
Your Ravens.
Scoring position.
Under 237 average, 6 homers, 22 RBIs.
So his ability to
Batting
get
left.
strikeouts may help him work out of jams. We'll see how he does in this one.
Sheehan's first pitch.
Drew Avens, the
Low ball
leadoff
one.
batter, looks at ball one.
Comets in their gray jerseys tonight. OKC in diagonal letters. OK in blue scripted letters with the light blue outline. The Comet C on the front left side is that's a fly ball to right field.
One up, one down.
There's one away in the first. Red numbers on the front right, blue numbers on the back, gray pants. Colby Thomas is up. 187 average, no homer, 17 RBIs, batting right. Sheehan's first pitch. That's high. Gray pants, blue hats, light blue rims. Baseball with a Comet C, like baseball C on the front. 0-1. Found away. Las Vegas are wearing their home whites tonight.
On the ground,
As that is a ground ball. But we get third over the first for the second out. It is a white jersey. LV on the front left side.
Now at the dish, the first baseman, number 77. 0 for 4 in the win last
125 average, no homers, 3 RBIs, batting left. First pitch. It's called for a strike. So it's yellow and orange. LV on the front left side. Orange numbers on the front right.
Bash down the right
As that's
side.
fouled away. Orange numbers and letters on the back. I can't tell if there's orange numbers on the back. And I can't see a replay. Crap. Sheehan's next pitch. I'm going to have to check. Yeah, this should give us a good view. Orange numbers and letters are on the back. So, white pants, navy hats.
Great job to see change up out of the hand and lay off it. 1-2 pitch.
Next pitch.
And a
So
swing
the
and
minute
miss.
is strike 3, and that will end the inning.
First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0.
We have the second with no score. Neither team homered last night.
This broadcast is sponsored by Hackett/Landscape.
19 average, 8 homers, 23 RBIs for Ryan Ward.
30 years. Top half of the second from Las Vegas.
That first strike. 1 for 4 with a single last night for Ryan Ward. Next pitch. Way outside, ball 1. Next pitch for Kusick.
Swing and miss.
Bring a miss on a curveball for strike 2.
1-2 count.
Comets lost 2-1 last night. Had chances to get runners aboard, and Las Vegas hit a walk-off to open up this series.
And that's off the inside.
It's outside ball 3, Aaron Broncho on deck.
Full count.
That one misses.
Ball 4.
That is it. The second baseman,
Aaron Broncho now at the plate.
Aaron Broncho is up.
A lot of contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
First pitch. Called for a strike.
0-1.
254 average for Aaron Broncho, 8 homers, 22 RBIs, switch hitter batting left.
Oh, and 1, here's the pitch.
Next pitch.
Ball.
Inside, ball 1.
Go ahead running first. Nobody out. Here in the top of the second.
Top of the second here on this Wednesday. That's a pop-up, and that's one foul. No score here in the second. That's popped up.
Muncy.
Muncy is under it. Will make the catch for the first out.
Probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters dream about. Armando Alvarez.
Between OKC and St. Paul, 183 average, 5 homers, 15 RBIs, batting right. First pitch for Cusick. Out for a strike.
That one fell.
Now below.
Runner at first, one away.
One, two, next pitch.
Pitch missed outside. 2-2.
Outside ball 2. Neither team homered last night.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner. Kick the pitch, runner goes. Now a fly
ball.
And now
the
2
catch, and there's the second out.
Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Austin Barnes.
Austin Barnes. 50 average, no homers, no RBIs with Oklahoma City. Line drive, and that's caught now in the second.
Midway in the second, no score
No
yet.
runs, no hits, and a runner left. Bottom of the second coming up. No score.
Bottom of the inning. Now coming up to the dish for Las
91 for
Vegas,
Tyler Soderstrom. 1 homer, 2 RBIs. First pitch.
And fires in a hitter at 95.
On for strike. First round pick with the A's in 2020 for Soderstrom.
Ball.
Outside ball 1.
1-1.
And the count.
That's fouled away. One, two. The next pitch for Sheehan. Swing and a miss on the fastball, called for strike 3. One away here in the second. Carlos Cortez is up.
Hits in yesterday's game.
First pitch for Sheehan.
Off the plate.
Low outside ball 1. 265 average for Cortez. 9 homers, 28 RBIs. Batting right. Pitch for Sheehan. There's a fly ball to center field. DePaula will be over it. Makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 6, the third baseman, CJ.
So digging in, CJ
Alexander, 205 average, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. Do not know if he played yesterday. We'll see.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Claimed off waivers in 2024. Yeah, he did play last night.
And a breaking ball.
Called for a strike. Remember, Las Vegas played last night, or played Monday night against Sugarland.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
That's a foul ball. Heading foul. Yep. Sheehan's next pitch. Line drive to right field. Bivens will make the catch. And that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Aviators. We go to the third. Nothing. Joseph, Aline, and DePaula will be up for the Comets.
All set for the start of this inning. Now it's the
90
right
for
fielder,
Nick Bibison, 1
Bibison.
homer, 2 RBIs, batting right.
Bibison.
Kusik's first pitch of the evening. Here in the third. There's a line drive to right, ground ball to right field. That's going to be a base hit.
Runner on base to start the inning.
They really needed that,
No
didn't
question,
they?
he came up ready to hit. He put a very good swing on that one. Even if he couldn't elevate it, sent it
Needed something
nice
going.
Approach.
Remember, neither team homered last night, so the Comets have gone homerless last
Looking for
night.
better results than last night, an 0 for 4 line in the loss.
But Arlene, 161 average, 3 homers, 8 RBIs.
Nobody out and a runner at first.
Good.
Ball.
That's good.
And that one clips the
Hard work,
corner.
right.
1-2.
Bouncer to the right side. Feeds to second.
It's a
out
second
there.
for one,
And
third, a
two.
first in
What a
time.
play. The 3-6-1 relies on everyone
3-6-1.
knowing exactly where they're supposed to be, especially for the shortstop who has to be prepared to make the throw before the pitcher's even in position to receive it. Beautifully done there. Back to the top of the order.
Just like that, 2 away. That's just a ground out for DePaula, his first time
And
up.
now, Josue De Paula, 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around.
First pitch.
Not close with that one, but still chase. That's a strike.
0-1.
Swings through it. Not a great swing. He was early and off balance. The pitcher might subtract a little more and see if he chases something bad. To the right side, Harris.
A ball over the first. The runs a hit, none left. We go to the third.
No one left aboard. We move on to the bottom of the third. No score.
Harris, Susak, Muncie do up.
As we go to the last of the third.
350, 344 average for Brent Harris, 5 homers, 20 RBIs.
Harris.
I don't think he played last night. Brent Harris swinging and a strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Don't think he played last night. He played on Monday in Sugarland, as that will be caught by Ward.
One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything
Venus Susak, 255 average, 3 homers, 15 RBIs.
did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes.
On the way.
Foul ball there. 1 out and the base is empty. In the air on the infield.
Archo's under it. We'll go right near second base. We'll make the catch for the second out.
And now the shortstop.
Let's see. Signing average. Oh, no homers, 8 RBIs, batting right. First pitch, found
Swing and a
away.
foul straight back.
0 for 3 with 2
Still scoreless
strikeouts
in the
last
bottom
night.
half of the third. Next one's foul
Away.
back. Two outs and nobody aboard. Fly ball,
Fly ball.
right field. Biddison.
Biddison's under it. We'll make the catch.
And the inning is over.
Oh, the tools down in order.
9
To the
straight
fourth
sets
we
down here to
go.
Start the game. No score.
Go to the fourth. Nothing for Las Vegas. No runs a hit. No errors for the Comets. Nothing for Vegas.
Top 4 with the Comets at the dish. Jordan
Jordan
Thompson
Thompson.
now at the plate.
Jordan Thompson.
Neither team has had anything going here in the fourth, especially at a hitter-friendly environment. Swing and a miss, strike
Tough to make
1.
contact on pitches that high up.
0 for 4 with a strikeout last night for Jordan Thompson. Neither team homered last night.
Swings and misses.
So that's strike
2.
2.
That had to feel great for him on the mound. The batter was geared up for the heat, and he still couldn't catch up
0-2.
to it. Struck out.
Strung out, strike 3 on a swing and a miss.
One gone leading off the fourth.
That'll be one away in the fourth.
The batter, the third baseman, David Bodie.
I'll bring up David Bodie. This has been a tough game.
Next to hit,
Tough
David
way to
Bodie.
start off the series with no homers.
Fly ball to right.
That's not going to make it any better.
2 down.
Nice catch, and there's the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And next, the
Ryan
cleanup hitter, Ryan
Warren Ward
One to
hit
walk in
blocked
the
his first
trip
time
to
up.
the plate.
2-6 first pitch.
And a good fastball
Ball
to
for
start
strike.
off. That's strike 1.
Ball, that's
Ball,
down.
ball 1. No lead is safe in a hitter-friendly environment. We saw that last night.
And a big swing and a miss.
So we're going to strike
We're in the
2.
fourth inning, no score.
Las Vegas had 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. The Comets 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Las Vegas won the series opener 2-1 in 10 innings last night.
Comes up empty,
So
chasing
we have
that
a
one
strike
in the dirt.
3
In time,
over the
2-3
first,
strikeout,
and now in the inning.
Not
1,
much
2, 3
going
go
on
the
for offense
Comets.
that time. On now to the bottom of the fourth. We're all tied, 0-0.
No score, we go to the bottom of the fourth.
Welcome back. The Aviators at the dish at the bottom of the
Ravens
fourth.
flew out his first time out. In real life, he's now with
Las
the
Vegas
A's.
has had AAA baseball for more than 40 years, dating back to the founding of the Las Vegas Stars in 1983. And they won the Pacific Coast League title twice in their first 6 seasons. One Las Vegas player had a rare accomplishment, back-to-back Pacific Coast League MVP honors in 1988 and
Next pitch.
1989. It was future 6-time
Ground
American
ball
League
to the
All-Star
third baseman
Sandy
over the
Alomar Jr.
first for the
Tosses to
first out. That would be
Leadoff
boom.
batter retired in the fourth.
The left fielder, number 32.
Las Vegas has not won a PCL title since
Stepping to
becoming
plate for
the
Las Vegas,
Aviators in
Colby
2019.
Thomas, looking to rebound
Colby
today,
Thomas.
put up an 0 for 4 last night.
Ball.
First ball.
That was really close around the knees, but he's handling it well on the mound. Just has to adjust his sights. Here's the 1-0 offering.
Next pitch.
One.
Strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Aviators held hitless so far in the game. And the count 1-2.
That's fouled away.
And the ball
That's
evens
the
the
ball.
count.
Knocked over.
From 2001 through 2018, Las Vegas's minor league team was called the 51s, referring to nearby Area 51, where the U.S. government allegedly has a very secretive site associated with extraterrestrial activity.
Of course, the Comets won the series against Las Vegas in 2020. That was the last time when we had Reno, or we only played once a year with Las Vegas, Reno, Albuquerque, Sacramento, El Paso,
And that's
yada,
ball
yada,
four.
yada.
Take your base.
Ball 4.
Now
First one
batting,
tonight for
the first
Sheehan.
baseman,
Man at first with 1 gone. Next up for the Aviators, number 77.
Nick Kurtz struck out his first time up. And of course, the New York team, which is Syracuse,
Checks the runner.
that's what used to be
Dives back in safe.
51s. And of course, Las Vegas been with the A's since 2019.
This one is labeled.
That's a line drive, but caught for the second out. That was a good hit.
now
Kurtz is going to
batting,
be
the
disappointed with
designated
that.
hitter, Tyler
Digging in for the Aviators,
Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom. Struck out swinging the first time.
Struck out his first time up. Sheehan's first pitch.
Soderstrom measures 6'2", 200 pounds. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. 0-1 now.
Really been struggling.
And misses inside.
Ball 1. Las Vegas ballpark, really a hitter-friendly environment. I may end up making a new ballpark. That way we can play there, because we're not getting a lot of home runs in the first few games of the series, which is kind of a bit concerning. Or if the Comets don't get a home run, I don't remember if they've had gone consecutive games without a homer. I think it was the first all season, though. That's strike 3 to end the 4th. No runs, no hits, and a runner left. We go to the 5th. We're still scoreless.
We're back here at the ballpark. Top 5, Ben Gilman here, and leading it off, Aaron Bracho.
Aaron Bracho is due up. I will probably make Las Vegas ballpark either tonight or sometime today.
In the air to center.
That's popped up.
And there's one.
Try to make it look like the one from.
Outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable.
This is concerning if you don't get home runs. We've only had.
The next to hit.
We never have seen the Comets go, hey, one other person watching.
Swings and fouls one off.
May try to make the walls a little shorter so we can have home runs, for goodness sake. Hope starting pitcher's doing well, halfway to 100 for Cusick. So a nice strike 2.
0-2, and he's got the power in this at bat.
This will be his 51st pitch. Here it comes.
It's ball 1.
Inside ball 1.
But that one wasn't close. Not much chance the batter's going to offer.
Hopefully I can try to see how you can create Las Vegas ballpark. You're going to need like a swimming pool out to right field.
A laser into the outfield.
That's a laser, but that's going to be fun. Try to make it look like.
So 2 down now, and here.
But I'll try to make sure the bullpens are out in right field. I don't want the bullpens like in the infield. I want them in the field. As you see, Barnes has been with the Comets. That'd be weird seeing Austin Barnes. Of course, he's been with the Dodgers, was designated for assignment. Just optioned Oklahoma City. Who knows? They could send him back to the Dodgers.
0-2 hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job to anticipate and lay off it. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out. And that ends the inning. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. And we still have no score.
I'm going to try to make it look like Las Vegas ballpark.
And the Aviators back.
The right fielder,
Carlos Cortez. I'll do my best to try to get it to 325. I'm going to have to see how you make Southwest University Park. That's a ground ball. Thompson is under it. He'll throw the first. Get away here. This ballpark's not producing home runs, and that's a concerning factor.
The changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Stepping to the plate for Las Vegas, C.J. Alexander.
And strike 1.
He's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing. And
that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Aline throws to second. It's not in time.
And that one must
That's,
feel
like I said, this is like a
extra special
hitter-friendly
given his struggles
environment.
over the last 10 games or so. Good solid contact on that hit, and even better
First
placement.
pitch.
These days
First
when the ball
strike.
gets hit to center, you almost expect
I'll
that
do
center fielder
something
to
how to
run
make
it
this
down and
ballpark
make the
wonderful.
catch. Now
Lined
they've
out
got
his
a good
first
shot
time
at
out.
scoring the first run of the game with the runner in
Oh
scoring position.
no, he
Time called
balked
during the
that.
pitch, and it looks like a balk has been called here. One away with a runner at third. That one clips the
That's a
corner.
strike.
Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one.
That's a strike 3. 2 away in the
Huge K
5th.
there. That's an opportunity miss right there. With the infield back, a ground ball probably brings in a run and gives them the lead. Now they need a base hit instead if they want to move ahead. Here's the catcher, Daniel Susek. Drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
First pitch is called for a strike. Yeah, we're gonna need like a nice little ballpark to where that's fouled away. Probably bring the stands a little closer. Try to make it look like Las Vegas ballpark. I've been watching the YouTuber, who by the way is on assignment for the entire series, so that's why we're not gonna have him, and that's a base hit.
And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead.
RBI single for Daniel Susak, and the Aviators lead 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run.
Wait till the 5th to start scoring.
Slapped it down the third base line and
But as I was saying before that, I'm going to try to do my best to make it Las Vegas ballpark. Even if it's not good enough, it's the best I can do. So, but I've been watching the YouTuber make these ballparks, like Albuquerque's ballpark. I'm probably going to have the bullpens. Oh yeah, the bullpens will be in left field. Got to remember their bullpens are in left field.
Puts this one in the air,
but the bullpen's to right field for Oklahoma City, not in left field. That's popped up. Bibinson is going to be under it. That will end the inning.
And that's the end of the inning.
But the Aviators get a run on 2 hits and a runner left. We go to the 6th.
It's now 1-0.
Yep. Comets haven't lost back-to-back games since the Sugarland series to start the year. Nick Bibinson, first pitch for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
I'll do my best to have some home runs. That's a ground ball that bounces off in the center field for a base hit. I talked about it in a hitter-friendly environment. No lead is safe.
Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and I don't think that one is going to break up his rhythm too much. Gotta say, he's been terrific with his command in this one. So up next,
Chris Aline.
Yesterday, as they only pushed across 1 run. Swing.
And strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Grounded out his first time up. Like I said, I'm going to probably work on Las Vegas ballpark tonight, because I won't have time to. I'll have a game for you tomorrow. It'll be another midnight contest because I will be coming home from work very late, like at 10 p.m.
Break from first, trying to stay out of the double play.
That's why you're getting the Wednesday game now instead of me having to wait until 11 o'clock to do it, as that swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 1 away in the 6th.
At the plate,
And Josue de Paula. Josue, it's Josue. I've been saying Josue when it's Josue. 0 for 2 tonight.
1-0.
Oklahoma City
Before with 2 strikeouts.
in the batter's box.
I'll do my best, and I'll make a good ballpark, and if you guys like it, then let me know what you think. But like I said, we haven't had any home runs a lot.
On a line for a base
That's a base hit.
And the lead runner has to hold on at second. What a fantastic example of rising to the challenge in a big spot. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down.
That was a good hit. Jordan Thompson up 0 for 2 tonight.
Next at bat looms very large.
Susak's first pitch. That's fouled away. Please go foul. Please go foul. Please go foul.
Drifting towards this one at the wall, and it's out of play.
So it's a foul ball.
Hard ground ball.
Ground ball, that's going to be a base hit. Now the bases are loaded.
And they stop the runner at third, so bases loaded with one away. Back-to-back singles. Might have wanted more
There's David Bodie.
Get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits
188 average on the road with 4 homers. He's good at home than he is on the road.
Where the inning-ending double play, they have to find a way to bring him home. Up the middle.
Ground ball, base hit. Tie game.
Here's the throw. And he's safe. So it's first
Safe. It's a 2 RBI double or single for David Bodie, and the Comets lead 2-1.
Through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Ryan Cusick departs. Good effort in this start, but exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break.
Pitching for the
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Hogan Harris. He's averaging more than a hit allowed per inning.
There's his stats there. 28 games, 3-3 record.
One out and
Ryan Ward will now be the first to greet him.
Up the right field line.
That's going to be a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall.
Runs in. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. Safe. Up by 3.
It's an RBI double for Ryan Ward. It's 4-1 Comets.
A little out in front, but he did a great job to keep the hands back and swing through the ball. And he's rewarded with a
Now they're finally getting something going. The most runs for the Comets since all series, or in the second game of the series. Yeah, he didn't get there. He slid a long way.
One out and a runner at second. Stepping to the plate for
Rancho, switch hitter now batting right. First pitch. Strike 1.
0-1.
Comets lead now 4-1 here in the 6th. Trying to bounce back after a tough loss.
Slap the other way.
That's fouled away. 5 RBIs with a double in his last 6 games for Broncho. The next pitch.
And that just misses. That's an 0-2 fastball that most hitters will take a rip at, but he took it and got away with it. Can't let it go by a second time.
The next pitch. Out of the way.
Goes down swinging.
And strike 3.
Pulled the string on the changeup. Next up, Armando Alvarez. Runner takes off for third. Cut on and miss. Out at third.
And there's the out to end the inning. But
Thrown out at third to end the inning, and the defense heads back to the dugout.
the Comets, however, nice recovery for the Comets. They get 4 runs, 5 hits, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Here's the center fielder, Drew Avens.
Yep.
And immediately fires
For a
a
strike.
left-handed batter.
Let's pitch.
Swings
And that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Let's pitch. Check swing called for strike 3. Avens is retired. Another strikeout for Emmett Sheehan. There's Colby Thomas, who walked his first time out. And Gardner Enriquez and Ben Casparis is warming up in the Comets bullpen out to right.
Late swing, fouled off.
Yeah, the bullpens are really weird, but we're going to make sure the bullpens are correct. That's a fly ball to right field. This is going to be trouble, and that's going to be a base hit, going to bounce off the wall.
In at second with a one-out double.
We had double for Colby Thomas.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. The batter now.
I talked about no lead is safe in a hitter-friendly environment as Kurtz has struck out his first time up in the first, lined out in the fourth. Sheehan's next pitch. Fly ball to right field. Vivinson is under it. Will make the catch.
And there's two away.
He's going to throw to third, but the runner's going to stay put.
Now batting,
now it's going to be
Soderstrom.
0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
First pitch. 1 for strike.
0-1.
1 for 4 with a single.
And the
Slider,
slider
ball
just
one.
misses. Just missed with that one. Trying to get it
Comets
with
and
the backdoor slider.
Comets are already on game number 53 of the season.
Some
It's
excellent
outside.
pitching in this one. He's commanding everything very
Important
well.
critical series we got
That one was in
coming
a
up.
location that wasn't going to come back to bite him. On the
It's a
ground,
ground ball. Thompson is under it for the first for the in the inning.
So
No runs,
here
a
on
hit,
base hit.
and a hit.
No errors. One left on base. 7th inning up next. The Comets lead it 4-1. Top of the 7th here. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Armando Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Sparris will come in. Saviet for Sheehan, who's done after 6 strong innings, and that's popped up.
Foul ground on the first base side. And there's one down.
One away in the 7th.
Now batting, catcher Austin.
We'll be back here in July for the first 3 games of this series. Then we'll be heading home to Oklahoma City to have the final 3 games of the 6-game set.
And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Foul ball there.
Yep. Right now the 2nd strikeout in the 5th.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's to 3rd.
Ball.
Alexander.
Over the first for the 2nd
Two
out.
away now to start the 7th.
The right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Nick
Nick
Biddison.
Vivinson. 2 for 2 tonight. First pitch is outside for Hogan. Final lines. That's not the one I was looking for. Cusick went 5 in the 3rd. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Sheehan will finish with 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Remember, Sheehan has only 1 no decision after being injured.
Next pitch,
And that's
foul
fouled
on this
away.
one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Fly ball out to right. Cortez.
That's not going to be gone.
And that is out number 3.
Nothing for the Comets as it's stretch time here in Las Vegas.
Through inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Oklahoma City ahead in this game, 4-1.
Now pitching for
So they turn
Oklahoma
things over to
City.
the righty, Ben Kasparius.
78.
He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill. Not a big strikeout pitcher, though. Leading off,
Leading
Carlos
off
Cortez.
for the Aviators.
Carlos
the right fielder,
Cortez.
Carlos.
Flew out in the 2nd, ground out in the 5th. Kasparius' first pitch.
Breaking ball through there
Called
a
for strike.
They haven't mustered much offense yet, but they're not that far down. One mistake could put them right in this thing.
And I talked about Las Vegas Ballpark, a
Gets the slider in there.
hitter-friendly environment, so that 3-run lead could slowly be evaporating real quickly.
But it's back hooked up.
That's a line drive. That's going to be trouble. That's a base hit. That's going to bounce off the wall. Here comes the throw to second, and Broncho cut it off.
He's been red hot at the dish.
And that will be a double for Cortez.
105 miles per hour. Anytime you hit one that hard, you're shocked if you don't wind up with a hit. This next at bat is going to be critical. CJ Alexander will hit next. 1 for 2.
Hee-haw! Nope. Ball.
That's high ball 1.
No outs and a runner on second. Line drive.
That's a line drive base hit.
Stop sign goes up at third.
Oh boy, this is the part that Aviators needed.
Game now, which has to feel especially good.
Brett Harris is now on
Great job to step through that and line it the
first pitch, called for strike. They've been having trouble trying to get out. Says Harris 3, team with runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Really should have been ball 1, but instead it's 0-2.
He can either get the strikeout or induce a double play. It's a comebacker to the mound. Now 1 out.
Yep, it's the runner at first.
Now batting, catcher, Daniel.
Just get the 1 out, and you'll just be okay with the 2.
Coming up to the dish for Las Vegas.
Daniel Susak popped down the 3rd RBI single in the 5th. Kasparis' first pitch.
That one finds
Called for strike.
Strike 1. It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball,
Next pitch. Swing and a miss on a switch. SW pitch for strike 2.
With the tying run at the dish.
Next pitch. There's a cutter. That's a fly ball to right field going foul. And it's still 0-2. Next pitch. That's ball 1.
I was certain that was a strike. Not my call, though.
I was thinking the same way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's a critical second out.
Max Muncy now at the plate. Muncy having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
He has yet to have an RBI against left-handed pitchers. He has 8 RBIs with right-handers. Not the Max Muncy, the younger Max Muncy.
Down the line, over near the wall,
and Bibison will not get there.
The Aviators trailing by 3. You're in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. This pitch
Popped up. Bodie in foul territory, going to be right next to the umpire, will make the catch. Now in the inning, no runs, 2 hits to left for the Aviators. We go the 8th. It is Comets leading 4-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Aviators.
and a new
Bowden.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ben Bowden coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense.
Ricardo Enriquez will pitch the bottom of the 8th. Michael Kopech warming up for the Comets bullpen. First pitch is fouled away. Should the Comets not homer, it'll be consecutive games since the Comets have homered. Their last home run was on Sunday at home against Sacramento.
Swing, high fly.
That's a fly ball to right field. The right fielder is going to make the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So digging in, Josue De Paula.
Josue De Paula. Of course, the Comets will play Reno next. That'll be at home. They're only meeting at Oklahoma City.
Didn't
So
do
they're going to strike 1.
timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging
And
by
Holman
that
and Max
swing.
Burke warming up in the oval close
Getting ready to
ball
go.
palm.
Crook, the left-hander, also throwing.
It's weird the bullpens are not together. It almost feels like you're in San Diego.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Ball one there.
High ball
that
one.
fastball wasn't close on 0-2.
6,119 fans here at Las Vegas Ballpark. It will be packed here tomorrow.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swings and
Let's
misses.
strike 3.
2 down.
Away in the 8th.
Now batting.
So 2 down now.
Jordan
and
Thomas is up. Strikeout in the 1st and the 4th. Single in the
plate,
6th.
Jordan Thompson.
Let's strike
Front
1.
on that off-speed pitch.
It's
Everything
0-1.
got going a little too early there. Swing and a miss. And that's
Do not
strike 2.
swing at that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 down and nobody aboard. And we're in the top of the 8th. This one the other way. And
That
it goes
is
just
a foul ball.
Now here's the 0-2. Gets a piece, stays alive.
That's fouled away.
Like he misread that one out of the pitcher's hand. He pulled the trigger pretty late. I'm sure he wants another crack at it.
He will get another
Here's
crack
the
at
0-2
it.
pitch. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. What an at-bat he's putting together. He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely. And time called at the plate, they might be trying to break up the rhythm he's got on the mound right now.
0-2,
Here
the
comes
pitch for
0-2
Bowden.
pitch. Out to center.
That's going to be caught by Evans. Will make the catch in the inning.
We head to the bottom of the
Nothing
8th.
for the
Oklahoma
Comets.
City on top here.
4-1 Comets. We go to the bottom of the 8th.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the
Ricardo
8th.
Enriquez.
Eduardo Henriquez has been very good against lefties. To the top of the order we go. Drew Avens digs in now.
Avens 0 for 3 tonight.
A fly out, a ground out, and a
Out of the
strikeout.
way.
Foul ball there. On 0-1, the delivery.
Pitch.
Right through there.
Falls for a strike. Series will continue tomorrow night. Another 8:35 first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. So up next,
Colby
Colby
Thomas is up. It's called for a strike.
0-1.
Next pitch.
Turned on, but
Out of the
foul
way.
wide of third.
So we're going to have these late night games
One out and
tomorrow.
the base is empty.
And then Friday we're going to start doing afternoon streams here on YouTube.
Fights that one off. We'll reset and do it again.
SmackDown will
Seems to
be at
sitting on the fastball
midnight.
there. Good job to adjust
Will be
and
after
fight off the
midnight.
breaking ball.
And that is a ground ball to right field. That will be a base hit for the Aviators.
Fell behind in the count with 2
Now
strikes, but
batting,
didn't
the first
panic
baseman.
and picked up the hit. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first.
First is up.
And here's the first baseman. If they're going to make
Strike
something
out.
happen, now is
Struck out in the first, line down in the 4th. Flew out in the
the
6th.
time. They need to cut this margin before the closer comes in. The 0-1. Has some trouble
That's a
with
ground ball.
it. Still able to get it there in
Gets
time.
the out,
They come
and there's
away
the
with an
second out.
After a tricky start to the play. Digging in for the
Now
Aviators.
batting,
Tyler
the designated
Citrus.
hitter,
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Raw.
We start Grotterall now warming up for the Comets.
That was a hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. Might be the most hittable pitch he'll get in this AB.
Here's Ricardo
Late swing,
Enriquez.
foul to the left. That
It's a fly ball. Deep center field. Going back is DePaula, and it is off the wall. 1 run has already scored. And it's an RBI triple for Soderstrom. It's 4-2 Comets. I thought for sure that was going to be our first home run from either team.
Missed hitting that one out of here. Sure seemed like it had enough pop off the bat.
It's called for a strike. 1 for 3 tonight. Flew out in the second, grounded out in the fifth, doubled in the seventh. Check swing. Did go around for strike 2. That's a line drive. That's a base hit. This is going to be trouble as it goes all the way to the wall. 1 run is already scored. It's an RBI double for Carlos Cortez. It's 4-3 Comets. Still cannot get the third out of this inning. Now here comes CJ Alexander. Line down the second, double in the fifth, singled in the seventh. Comets now trailing, or leading 4-3, and that's going to be a base hit. This is going to tie the game, and it does tie the game. They cannot, as I don't know what on Bloody Earth Stevenson is doing. It ties the game just like that. And that is the problem with the Comets, where they can't get anything going. Holy cow. Still 2 away. 0 for 3 tonight. Line down the third, strike out in the fifth, ground out in the seventh. Next pitch. That's called for a strike. They've had troubles trying to get this third out. That's a line drive, but it's caught to finally stop the bleeding and end the inning. But the Aviators get 3 runs on their own. It will be 3 runs on 4 hits and a runner left. And we go to the ninth. The Comets now tied 4-4. That will be a no decision for... That will be a decision, I can guarantee you that. Second blown save, so Sheehan will figure a no decision despite pitching very good. And Kusick will also figure a no decision either.
Digging in for the Comets, David Bodie.
David Bodie is up. So it'll be the bullpen brigade. Out of the way. I talked about it before this game. I talked about it last night. I'm going to say it again. Doesn't matter how many runs, how big your lead is, as that's fouled away. This is a hitter-friendly environment. No lead is safe at this ballpark. You can have a 10-run lead, and it can slowly evaporate as that swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 away here in the ninth inning.
Next up for the Comets, Ryan Ward.
This is a hitter-friendly environment. We all know that. It's the same way with Sacramento. It's the same way with Albuquerque as that swung on a miss for strike 1. It's the same way at the ballpark at America First Square at Salt Lake City. And we saw what happened when the Comets had a big lead and it let it slip away. They ended up losing, and that is going to be a foul ball.
Off speed pitches, he needs to run a 2-strike fastball up above the zone. Try to get a chase.
So just because the Comets had a 4-1 lead doesn't mean it's going to be hold up. If it was at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, that's one thing. But at a ballpark like this and a hitter-friendly deal with the desert air, you are going to be sadly mistaken. That's another foul ball. You can let a 4-run lead evaporate, and that's what happened to the Comets. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
So digging
And here comes Aaron Broncho. Batting right, pop down the second, the fifth, strikeout in the sixth.
Broncho.
Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Got the bat.
Swing on that strike two.
All tied up here in the top of the ninth. That's towards center.
That's going to be caught. And that will be the inning as nothing goes right for the Comets. They don't get anything going.
And we are tied at 4.
Yeah, we're going to be tied at 4. Hopefully, Michael Kopech can move it to...
Michael Kopech has a great slider with tons of movement. And here's the catcher,
Daniel Susak.
For the Aviators, the catcher.
First pitch for Kopech. Outside, ball 1. Just trying to force this into extras for a second consecutive night here at Las Vegas Ballpark, and that's called for a strike. Las Vegas trying to get back to 500. Comets in danger of losing a second straight game. Last time that happened was against Salt Lake. In a, you guessed it, another hitter-friendly environment. That's their second loss for the Comets in a hitter-friendly environment. The other was Salt Lake. So these hitter-friendly environments have not been kind for the Comets this season. They've done well in others, but hitter-friendly environments have really given them problems of late. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away in the ninth. Next, Muncy is up 0 for 3 tonight. That's a fly ball, deep left field, going foul. That almost ended the game right there. Oh, that was a close call. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was super close from the game ending and the Comets losing. That was nearly a close call. That's going to be caught, and there's 2 away in the ninth. So talk about dodging a bullet here.
But that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that.
Now Drew Avens is up.
And now the center fielder, Drew Avens.
That is fouled away. Thank you guys so much for joining me here tonight. Thanks for staying up late. And there's a line drive, deep left field, Arlene going back. He will make the catch in front of the warning track to send us to extras.
And we are tied at 4.
Because I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Sorry about that. I stepped away to go to the bathroom. 490 for the Aviators, 460 for the Comets.
We're back, and on the mound is the
Luis Medina.
Luis Medina, 5th appearance of the year. Digging in, Armando.
He won last night. I just want to save our closer in case this goes into 11. Who's the... Bleh. It's Aaron Broncho, the place runner at second. Wow, I can't talk. It's like, for heaven's sake, spit it out, Boyles. That's fouled away. Sorry about that, y'all. This is what happens when I have to get ready for a double today.
All square at 4. Not even close there.
It's outside ball 1. Important game here tonight. So I'm going to miss strike 2.
Right there.
1 and 2's the count.
Calls for time to the plate. He gets it.
Like, for crying out loud, spit it out, Boyles. This pitch.
That one not
It's
close.
inside ball 2. If anybody's going to be asking me about my comments on the PSR LA, I'm not going to give out a comment, as that's swing and a miss strike 3, so.
Now batting, catcher
So up
Austin
next, Austin Barnes. Pop
Fouled
foul
away.
out of play off to the right. Oh, that got
That
the
plunked it.
Take your base.
And now it's runners at first and second.
Now that's troublesome for Vegas.
Nick,
Single in the 3rd and the 6th, flew out in the 7th.
and now the runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss to third. Tag
It's
out.
0-1.
Got him out. Now that'll be 2 away in the that's called for a strike.
2 away, the possible go-ahead run at first. Swings through
And that's strike 3, that one the 10th.
So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner stranded.
No
Midway
runs,
here in
no
the 10th,
hits, no errors, and a
we are
runner
tied at
left.
4.
We're heading to the bottom of the 10th.
We're in extras here. Here's the left fielder, Colby Thomas.
now pitching for
Righty reliever out in the pen, Michael Grove.
number 29,
Runner on second to deal with.
Michael Grove.
Drew Evans, the place runner at second. First pitch.
And he can't hang on to it behind the plate.
0-1.
And the runner will hold.
Next pitch for Grove.
Swing
Swing and a miss, strike
Got
2.
0-2 on 2 consecutive sliders, and now he can go a number of ways to finish this hitter off.
That's a line drive to right field. That's going to be in for a base hit. And the Aviators win the game 5-4 on an RBI single. And the Comets lose a second game in a row.
I'm sure he was feeling the pressure in this moment, but he showed a cool head, made good contact, and brought home the winning
It's
run.
always the hitter-friendly environment games that have hurt the Comets. It happened to them against Salt Lake, and now it's happened to them here at Las Vegas. And it's another disappointing and frustrating loss. Las Vegas has now won the first 2 games of this series. And the Comets are just scratching their heads, figuring out what on earth
Your final score in
went
this game,
wrong.
5-4. A 1-run extra inning win. On behalf of our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for joining us.
Luis Medina will go to 2-0. Michael Kopech will get the loss. 5-10-0 for the Aviators. 4-6-0 for the Comets. What was a promising way for the Comets is going to end up in another loss. Comets have now lost back games to start this series, and they'll need to find something to get in the this season. The Comets go homerless in both games to start off the series. You got to give the Aviators a lot of credit, getting them back into the game. And that's pretty much how it goes. So Luis Medina, 2 strikeouts, retired all 3 batters he faced. He'll go to 2-0 on the game. Kopech will take the loss. He falls to 5-3. 1 inning. Or actually, it needs to go to 1 run that is unearned. No hits. 1 strikeout. Falls to 5-3. And there was no save. That's got to be a frustrating loss, isn't it? I bet the YouTuber would agree. That is a frustrating loss. But as I said, time and time again, when you're in a hitter-friendly environment, actually, the last time the Comets have lost consecutive games on the road was against Round Rock. That was the last time I checked. So the Aviators improved to 27-26. The Comets will fall to 33-20. The Comets have now lost both games to start off the series. They'll look to avoid a 3-game losing streak tomorrow. It's just one of those games that is not... I'll deal with that next episode. I'm not going to deal with it tonight. Let's take a look at scores around the rest of the International and the PCL, just to wrap it up here on May 28th. Of course, this is the final series in the month of May. Columbus beat Rochester 3-1 in the contest. Winning pitcher for the Clippers was Luis Ortiz. He's 5-4. Jacob Jonas, his second save. The loss to Cole Henry, he falls in 5. Kyle Manzaro hit a 2-run homer for the Clippers. P.D. Halpin got an RBI as well for Columbus. Jack Dunn had the only home run for the Red Wings of Rochester. Wilkes-Barre Scranton, or Scranton Wilkes-Barre, shut out Worcester 4-0. Winning pitcher for the Rail Riders was J.T. Brubaker. He's 4-3. The loss went to Zach Penrod. He's 1-8. The only run scored in the contest for the Rail Riders, 2-run homer for George Lombard Jr. Dominic Smith and Everson Pareda had RBIs for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Hi to those that just tuned into the post-game report who saw my disappointing reaction to that loss. We'll dig into that in just a minute. Toledo beat Louisville 2-1, Alex Lane got the win, improves to 3-1. Kenta Maeda got his first blown save. The loss went to Taijay Antoine, if I can talk tonight. Falls to 3-4. Edwin Auroros had an RBI for the Bats. Kevin McConnell had a home run for the Mud Hens, the only home run in the game. And Max Clark also added an RBI for Toledo in the contest. Syracuse beat Indianapolis 9-5. The winning pitcher went to Christian Sky. He improves to 4-5. Riney Stenick got his first save of the year. The loss to Braxton Ashcraft, he falls to 4-3. Rafael Ortega homered for the Mets. Rowdy Jordan, Drew Gilbert, Donovan Walton, and Jose Azacar had RBIs for the Mets. Mike Jarvis hit a 2-run homer for the Indians. Nick York, Yace Bowden, and Jason DeLay also had RBIs for the Indians in the loss. Charlotte beat Buffalo 6-3. Winning pitcher for the Knights was Grant Taylor, his first win. James Karnacek, his 15th save. Lost to Adam Mako, he's 4-3. DJ Gladney had a 3-run homer for the Knights in the contest. We had Brandon Dury and Dominic Fletcher also had RBIs for the Knights. Domenico Pomagani had a 3-run homer for the Bison in the contest. We'll deal with the PCL last because they always go last. Memphis beat Durham 5-2. Zach Thompson got the win, improves to 2-2. Ryan Lutos, his first save of the year. The loss went to Jake Brensick. He's 2-2. Home runs for the Redbirds. Luke Baker had 2 home runs with 3 RBIs. Jacob Butchberger and Jeremy Rivera's had RBIs for Memphis. Jonathan Arnella and Willie Vasquez had RBIs for the Durham Bulls in the contest. Norfolk beat Lehigh Valley 9-3. Winning pitcher for the Tides was Brandon Young. He's 2-3. The loss went to Kyle Tyler. He's 3-2. There was no save. Cody Clemens had a home run for the Iron Pigs. Gabriel Rickcones Jr. and Luis Verdugo had RBIs for Lehigh Valley. That's a former Dodger there, Luis Verdugo. Ramos Uranus had a 2-run homer for the Tide. Luis Vasquez, Creed Williams, T.T. Bowdens, Jude Fabian, and Heston Jerstad had RBIs as well for the Tide in the win. Gwinnett beat Jacksonville 6-3. Winning pitcher was Davis Daniel. He improves to 7-1. Buck Farmer, his 15th save of the season. The loss went to Valentin Belozzo. He's 0-2. Eric Wagaman, Jacob Marcy had RBIs for Jacksonville. Eddie Rosario hit a 3-run homer for the Stripers. Congrats to him. Brian De La Cruz, Connor Capo, and Luke Waddle had RBIs for Gwinnett in the victory. Iowa beat Nashville 5-2. Winning pitcher for the Icons was Eli Morgan. He's 2-0. Phil Bickford, his 20th save of the year. Vinny Natali had his first loss. He's 0-1. Luis Lara had the only home run for the Sounds. Freddie Samoa had an RBI for Nashville. Christian Franklin had 2 RBIs for the I-Cubs. Owen Cassie, B.J. Murray Jr., and Matt Shaw also added RBIs for the I-Cubs in the contest. And finally, we have the Storm Chasers of Omaha. They beat St. Paul 2-1. Winning pitcher was Daniel Lynch. He's 3-0. James MacArthur, his 12th save of the year. The loss to Randy Dobnak, he's 4-5. Former Dodger Diego Cartaya had a home run for the Saints. MJ Melendez had the only home run for the Storm Chasers in the 5th inning. To the PCL scoreboard this afternoon, El Paso beat shutout Sacramento 4-0. Henry Baez got the win, improves at 5-5. Wendy Peralta had his 2nd save of the year. The loss to Mason Black, he's 2-8. Only runs scored in the contest for the Chihuahuas were RBI doubles for Ethan Salas, Gavin Sheets, and Mason McCoy for El Paso in the contest. Reno comes back to slam Round Rock 9-5 with 20 hits. Good night, Charlie Brown. Yubert Diaz got the win, improves to 2-1. The loss went to Amelino Teodo, He falls to 4-3. Drew Jones, Christian Robertson. Drew Jones hit a grand slam for the Aces. Christian Robertson, Ivan Melendez had home runs as well for Reno. Garrett Hampson and Renee Pinto had RBIs as well for Reno. 2-run homer for Kevin Pillar for the Express. Alan Trejo, Trevor Halver, and Josh Hatcher also added RBIs as well for the Express in the loss at Del Diamond. Albuquerque shut out Sugarland 6-0. The winning pitcher for the Isotopes was Anthony Molina. He's 1-3, his first win. The loss to Colton Gordon, he falls to 4-4. The only runs in the contest for the Isotopes was a Charlie Condone's 3-run homer for the Isotopes. Robert Calaz, Warming Bernabel, and Sean Bouchard had RBIs for the Isotopes, the only runs scored in that game. Salt Lake beat Tacoma 4-3. Winning pitcher for the Bees was Dakota Hudson. He's 5-5. Victor Gonzalez, the former Dodger, his 9th save of the year. The loss to Shinjitaro Fujinami, his first loss, he's 0-1. J.D. Davis, Anthony Morine had 2 RBIs to lead the way for the Bees. Samad Taylor, Rowdy Telez, and Blake Hunt had the only 3 RBIs for the for the Rainiers, in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers seems like a long time ago. Their game was final before we came on the air. They shut out Cleveland 2-0. Evan Phillips got his 6th win. He's 6-1. Emmanuel Claz, the loss, he falls to 1-2. And this was, by the way, in 10 innings. As Emmanuel Claz gave up 2 runs, 1 earned on 3 hits, and 1 strikeout. Only runs scored were for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman had an RBI along with Chris Taylor for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani, 7 strong innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. Sadly, he figured a no decision. Tanner Scott got his 19th save with 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout, his 19th save of the year. Dodgers take 2 of 3 against the Cleveland Guardians. They finished the road trip 3-3. Dodgers are off tomorrow. They will be home on Friday night as they take on the New York Yankees in a rematch of the World Series from last year. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa fell to the Wichita Wind Surge, a place I went to this afternoon, 5-2, which I went there not that long ago, like several weeks ago. Adrian Macari got his 6th win. He's 6-2. Maxim Bruns got the loss. He falls to 0-4. By the way, Quindy Bank Park is a great place to go to if you're in Wichita. Carlos Rodriguez had the only 2 RBIs for the Drillers as Bruins went 4 innings, 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Anthony Mazurewicz got his 15th save for the Wind Surge. Patrick Winkle, Ben Ross homered for the Wind Surge. Walter Jenkins had an RBI for Wichita. They will continue that series tomorrow night at 7:05 Central Time. Well, Dodgers. The Comets will need to get back into the win column, hopefully. We hope they will start a series tomorrow. Start that tomorrow night against Las Vegas. Another 8:35 first pitch. Bobby Miller figured a no decision in the game. He will start for the Comets. 2-1 record, a 2.05 earned run average. It'll be Gunnar Hoglund who will get the start for the Aviators. He's 2-3 with a 4.15 earned run average. Another 8:35 first pitch tomorrow. Our live coverage will begin at 8:20 with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Las Vegas are the winners tonight, again 5-4 in 10 innings. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Aviators. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Comets. Winning pitcher was Luis Medina. He's 2-0. The loss went to Michael Kopech. He is 5-3. Edgardo Enriquez got his 2nd blown save of the year. With the win, Las Vegas improves to 27-26. They have now won. I'm going to go back to their stats here, if I can get to Las Vegas. They have now won. Looking at their they've won, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their last 8 and 3 straight in a row. The same cannot be said for the Comets, who fall to 33-20. They have now lost the first 2 games of the series for the first time since Round Rock series, and they also have lost consecutive road games for the 3rd time this season. Thank you to my producer and engineer, Chloe Erickson, filling in for the YouTuber. I'm Dave DeVoe saying good night from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, at Las Vegas Ballpark. Thanks for staying up late. We appreciate your support. We hope hopefully some positive news tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyers, celebrating 20-plus years of service in Oklahoma.